Greetings, 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 family. What's gooding? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I know this is a surprise, but y'all, I am preparing for this. I'm still on my fruit fast. I have mashed out 2 of these so far. I do notice that eating the fruit and the vegetables, I'm less hungry. Probably because there's more fiber. But I love an olive. Oh my God. Okay. So I'm going to be cutting up fruit. I may be eating. Please excuse me. Because I'm supposed to be going to the pool. Oh my God, I just poured water in my damn floor. Oh my God. That's what I get for not using 2 hands, right? It's okay. It's only water. It's not acid. So one of the little girls that was at the pool yesterday when I was doing the class, she asked me, to come back. And I told her I have fruit. So she asked me to come back to the pool today. And I think it's supposed to be like 109 degrees today. It's hot as hell outside, y'all. So I'm cutting up fruit. I'm making a fruit salad. So these are I don't really eat these, right? These are the black grapes, but they're seedless. So I really don't eat them. But I went to my normal spot. Yesterday was Saturday, so I went to my normal spot to get some free food. Y'all know Tete ain't passing down free food. You heard me? Because if you have free food, then you can save money for other things. So what I'm going to do now, I'm supposed to be going there at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. God, my brain is just shot. 1 o'clock, I'm supposed to be meeting the little girl at the pool. That's probably not going to happen. It's Sunday. I can't be on. I have to get certain things done, so I know she'll be there. So I'm going to do this live because we didn't finish Art Cathy's video. We didn't finish that. But I'm going to tell you all, for me, I have to take things in doses with these people because I don't want to get into trouble. So I have to, and when I say trouble, I'm not talking about legal trouble. I'm talking about like trouble with myself emotionally, mentally, because these people, like, they bring out the devil in me because they are so wicked. But so I have to take things in moderation. That's what I'm saying. I know Nala, she asked me, nectarines. She asked me about the video regarding the lawyer for my car. And I have not shared that because with Tay, I think y'all can see some of the stuff that I do, but I keep a lot of stuff in because I'm trying to respect the country and their legal system, right? So when people tell you all, oh, come to Africa, come do this, come blah, blah, blah. So 9 times out of 10, most of us have been screwed over, whether we say it or not, whether we tell people or not. We've been screwed over overseas. And sorry, you all. My whole thing is I think we all try to respect the country because contrary to what people think about African Americans, I don't. And the people that I hang out with, not the people in the Gambia. The people, I'm going to speak for myself. I don't. I'm sorry, you all. I got to get my thoughts together and I'm trying to cut up this fruit. Most of us that go there, I don't go there for the rah-rah and the nonsense. Contrary to what people think, African American people are very kind. This is how the others were able to come and take our ancestors. When I say our ancestors, I'm talking about the people that were born in America, and take them from our ancestors that sold us, right? Sold our people, right? This is why they were able to come in the way they do, because we are kind people. But on the flip side, people always say, oh, African Americans, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, we do handle things differently. You can't hate the people and love our culture, right? Because you go to other countries and who do they act like? Us. They act like African Americans. But I don't know. I feel like some of the foreigners, some of our people overseas, they treat us the way white people treat us. I'm like, but if we treated y'all the way white people treat y'all. Okay, so I'm not going to go there. But there are a few videos that are going to be coming out today for Shameless Sunday. And in order for me to protect my peace and protect my mental, I have to do this in doses. So that's the reason why I did not release the video regarding Mr. Mboge, my former lawyer that Juliet Ryan introduced me to. And she didn't even know him, right? But these people, like I dropped that short, these people are stealing our African dream. And no one's saying anything. For different reasons, right? But no one's saying anything. And they know this. If I come and I scam you, say I pay you a consult, say one of you all, one of my subscribers, reach out to me. I'm in the Gambia. Hey, Tay, I'm going to pay your consultation. And I need you to help me find me a place and do this and do that and blah, 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 right? Okay. So I do it. I mean, they pay me, right? And I don't follow through. I don't ever meet them. I just take their money. I give them whatever. Should I cut these, y'all? I don't want to peel it. So, long story short, the point I'm making is, if I screw you over as a YouTuber, 9 times out of 10, the regular person that I screw over, they may not have a large platform. And then I know that they're not going to say anything. So beware. Beware of these damn YouTubers that are come to Africa, come to Africa, come to Africa. And they have the same story as all of us. They done got screwed, behind the scenes or in front of the camera. You have seen Americans go through the same thing. We all go through the same thing, no matter what country we're in. And if someone is saying they're not, they're lying. It's just on different levels of drama and trauma that we go through. I mean, but what do we expect, right? West Africa has its own trauma that's connected to us. So it's just that some of us are trying to deal with our trauma and some of us are just never going to change. So, okay, so let's get into this. Let's get into this Art Cathy BS while I cut up this fruit. Happy Sunday. Oh, did I say remove? Add to stage.
Like if you ain't got it like that, and nothing against my baby daddy, because that's a powerful Jamaican man. I love him down. But
so just so you all know, I ran it back a little bit because I only got to like 12 minutes of the video. And it's a 42-minute video. So I'm just going to run through it. I might not finish it today. I may not finish it today, but that's okay. Art Cathy, I'm going to continue to show you all what she continues to do. Since this video, I think she done dropped a few more. But one thing I can say, you all, is she has not updated that damn GoFundMe. No, she has not. Since the last live I did, she still has not updated the GoFundMe. But she's done more videos. All right.
We didn't come from it like that. You got to go get it. In Africa, Ghana has been the first place I've ever lived where I felt where I've had something.
Now, I'm not going to say that's sad, right? Because we all go through different things, and many of us, I did not come from money. That doesn't mean I'm going to be out here scamming people. But did you peep that she said this is the first time in Ghana that she ever had anything? So the people that Art Cathy scammed, including myself, what does she, besides the woman that said, oh, I just gave her 5,000, I ain't got 5,000 to just give anyone. Okay. Oh my God, that nectarine is so good. Sometimes the nectarines aren't good, but I got these yesterday for free. So then I got the green apple. So I'm gonna put the green apple in there. If anyone's looking for a housewife, a husband, you want to take care of me and I take care of you. You take care of me financially. Put me in the house. I'll be the housewife. You would be so healthy because I would be home cooking all the time. Yeah, that's an ad, y'all. But many of us didn't have anything. But then, by whatever means necessary, they got it. Who is Art Cathy to take it? So it's your first time having something. Oh, it's the first time I'm ever having something in Ghana. Ma'am, you don't have land. You do not have land. Okay? And if you do have land, you're not building. I don't like that apple. No. It's a granny apple. It really is too sour, but that's okay. I'm still going to cut it up. My thing is who is she to take anyone's stuff? And then you're saying this is the first time I ever had anything in Ghana. Okay. But what about 5 years ago when you helped to scam me and other people out of money? What about that? See, this is the problem. And Regina Maddox came on my page, and that's who I ripped a new one, y'all, because you're not going to come on my page and talk crazy because I'm fighting criminals. So who is anyone to scam people out of money and then to say, oh, forget about it? This is the problem with our community. When you do something to someone, you have no control over what they do back to you. Right? So when people, want to tell me, oh, you should be handling things this way, you should be handling things that way. Who are you to tell me how to handle anything? First of all, if you weren't the one that caused the infraction, then you should just be shutting up, period. And then if you are the one that caused the infraction or the insult or whatever, then you should be apologizing and just leaving it alone. You can't control how someone reacts to your BS that you bring to them. So for Art Cathy and Quasi and Phoenix, to just think RJ Mahdi and anyone else that's scamming, to just think, oh, well, get over it. That happened so long ago. Who are you to say that? I'm going to keep talking about it. Have I gotten my money back? Nope. But guess what, Regina? Right? You want to say whatever you said, right? That's cool. You got a spotlight on my Facebook, and I'm not taking that one down. The YouTube one, I put it up for 24 hours. But you don't have to look at it. If it's not the content that you don't want to see, then you can click off, Regina. But don't come on here talking crazy because I'm fighting criminals with your tuba or whatever your husband is, look like, whatever. So let's play. This is going to be a kind of they're gonna be like, damn, her alive, real ghetto. Sorry, I'm just cooking.
I started counting up the cars. I see what we go through in America. $2,000, $3,000 a month. Like, where do you go if you don't have no house? You gotta do extended stays. Like, it gets real in America. Like, for real, for real.
Don't
And
we
I'm
know?
like, girl, no ma'am. Ain't nobody house I can just go stay at like that in America. I got friends, but you don't nobody want, you don't want to be, I'm a Sagittarius girl. Over the age of 40, you're not trying to encroach on nobody's space. You need your own shit. That's why I talk to black women so much. It is about having your wealth, girl. It is not about.
So, Art Cathy, you say you talk to women about having their own wealth. You talk to them so you can get some of their wealth? Because, I mean, you had no reservations to taking people's money during your scam with your business partners in the Gambia. So for the women that has helped Art Cathy, for the women that have given Art Cathy things, it's questionable as to, it's not questionable, it's blatant. Art Cathy will love bomb you to get what she wants. She's no different. She's no different from the bumsters and the bumettes. The bumettes. She's no different from the bumettes. Because if people have obtained money to invest with you, Art Cathy, and you take their money and then just say, oh, forget about it. Why y'all bringing up old stuff, blah, blah, blah. I think that's why some of these people that are scamming are staying out of the country, because God only knows what they have done all these years and who they have scammed. I think it's better for them to continue to try to sell you a dream, because if you're in Africa, you're going to get more views, because why? People want to see it. But the problem is, people get on this computer and they get in front of this computer and they get on a platform and they lie. Okay, so if you can get a place for $200 and some odd dollars, cool. What happens when the lights go out? What is extra? Because we know nothing is free in Africa. Is it furnished? Hopefully the apartments are furnished. But I'm going to leave it at this. Oh, shoot. The saying is, my mic's still on? Yes. You get what you pay for. You paying $200 and some odd dollars for an apartment in Ghana? Yeah, you better know the specific questions to ask. Hey, D, you better know the specific questions to ask. You better ask about lights, because they quick to say, oh, it has air conditioning. Y'all know there wasn't any air conditioning in the Ghana town property. There wasn't any fast, high-speed internet. But what did Art Cathy cuss us all out saying when people asked, is there internet? Of course there's internet. What you see I'm on? These people had a router. And when I say these people, Kwesi's workers' house, the housekeepers, / concubines for whoever was there, the working girls. So sad. They were walking around with the small router. Now, if anybody is in the Gambia or been to an African country, you know that you can get a router from the company, or you can get, I would tell you to get a universal router from online. And the universal routers, if you look at them, they won't work in the United States. They only work overseas. That's what I have. That's what I told my guests that came to the Gambia with me to purchase. I purchased the Huawei one. So they walking around with this little ghetto ass router so they can look at their Nigerian whatever soap operas. So it was This is why I say these people, I'm in awe at our people. And my problem was believing in my people. Not all of them, but those black folk, that was my problem for believing in them, thinking that they were on the up and up. And now they think that they're going to go to another country. Oh, this is orange. I ain't sharing this. Yo, I'm not sharing. Oh, y'all can't even see me cut up the fruit. So y'all just see the final thing. Sorry. Yes. So this is the fruit platter. I'm going to take this to the pool. All right, let's get back to this with Art Cathy.
Depending on nobody. You your own savior. And I lived my life a long time thinking that, oh, I gotta get a man to validate me, the man pays the bills, all of that rhetoric and shit that we were
Did she get
taught
that from her mama?
in patriarchal America. You know, there really is nothing wrong with being independent and being your own savior, because it's deprogramming us from that brainwashing of having somebody come save you and looking for that daddy shit and those mommy daddy wounds. I've been able to be on my path to healing those wounds. I'm not gonna say I've healed them all, but I've healed that one when it comes to looking for somebody to save me in that sense. But that
in that sense, because she has transferred her looking for someone to save her as a male figure to the single women that got money, or the elders that have money. That's who she's looking for to save her now.
That is why I sit comfortably here in Africa, because I said ain't no way in hell I'm finna go back to the struggle of America, bitch.
Told y'all.
I ain't finna be asking nobody for shit. I'm a single mother.
I'm not gonna ask anyone for anything except for 80,000. I am gonna ask you all for 80,000 to save me from my fake cancer. I am gonna do that, and then I'm gonna rep that I'm a single mother. But I've been running these international streets. I've been running these international crime streets. I'm talking as Art Cathy. I've been running these international crime streets for the past 5 years, but I'm gonna tell you I'm a single mother. Girl, if you a single mother, then I'm a single mother, because you short on. I'm more of a single mother than you are. I got Stella here with me 24/7. Your son is not with you. He's not with you. He's not going to be with you. But you want to tell somebody you a single mother that's out here acting like you got cancer? Oh, I'm sorry. You've been healed from cancer. Let's keep it moving. Single mother.
I got my son in tow.
Where is he?
My son lives a very good life with his dad and his dad's wife. See, they live a hustle life. I still got to have my own for my son. And I said, honey, I am the Art Cathy.
What is having your own for your son? My son, but see, this is what these fast talkers do. These criminals. This is what they do. My son lives a great life with his father and his stepmother. They live, okay, so that was a compliment. Second thing is, oh, they live that hustler lifestyle, that fast pace. I am paraphrasing, right? That rat race lifestyle. But I got to have something for my son. What, ma'am? That doesn't even make sense. You running these streets in Africa, and now you talking about your son. But see, this is what Art Cathy does. She gonna say anything to get your money. She gonna play on every last emotion. You wait until y'all see the video when she got to D's house. You remember? Not D. Sorry, D. B. You remember when she went to B's house? Right? When the subscriber came and picked her up, the one that she contacted. She was on my live and she contacted the sister. Art Cathy contacted the sister and said, oh, I have 6 months to live. When this sister is actually dealing with cancer. Well, I have the video of when she was at the house. Art Cathy is something else. She really is something else.
like added somebody extended stay Airbnb. I'm not doing that no more. Nothing wrong with that because I used to do that.
Wait,
I hustled my way up out of an Airbnb.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who lives? Okay, maybe I'm ignorant to this, you all, right? Because I do my 12-month leases, right? I'm not doing no extended stay Airbnb. Who lives in extended stay Airbnbs? Please, somebody tell me. She gonna say she hustled her way out of an Airbnb. Man, why are you living in an Airbnb? Art Cathy. People don't stay in extended stay Airbnbs, right? They get an apartment, they buy a house, they do whatever. Most of the people they're renting. Why are you? People that move around like that, you have to question why they move around like that. Staying in extended Airbnbs. Who the hell lives in extended Airbnbs?
But see, everybody, I was doing that. I talked about my journey a long time, y'all. You know, I've been an entrepreneur since 2011 when I stopped being a flight attendant. So, you know, the pearls, the aesthetic, honey, she's still going to be a flight attendant. But that job and TV and radio were my actual jobs. But being an actual entrepreneur, it's been since 2011. And I've been a serial entrepreneur on that journey. And some of you have been on that journey with the different businesses that I've had and the most recent ones that serve specifically the Black community. And
so I don't know. She said since 2011. It was so 9 years after that, she was scamming us. So after she left her airline job and TV and radio media, what was, okay, so I'm assuming it's the holistic. I'm assuming that's the holistic business, right? Someone said bad credit, evictions on record. See, I'm checking out for now. Thank you so much for that. Inability to come up with first, last, and security deposit. See, that is foreign to me, right? Because I don't. My mother taught me one thing. Well, she taught me many things. Not how to eat right and exercise. Sorry, Mom, but that's the truth. That's why I'm trying to, encourage others now. However, that type of life is foreign to me because my mom taught me the one thing you do is always keep your credit good. Why? Because then I can go and buy whatever the hell I want as long as my credit is good. So thank you for that. Checking out for now because that's a different world to me. So I wouldn't know anything about that. That makes sense.
The years before, it was really naturopathic based. It was really health based and herbalism, Black herbalism. That's where I would put it, as far as my business and the ancestors and traditional medicine and traditional healing, which always brings us to Akiba in Africa. So that's where I've been headed for a while now, since 2016 in this pro-Black space. But
well, we know that that's not true because Yoga confirmed that. We know that is not true. But okay, Art Cathy. What she does is she knows how to. I think she does sit back and she listened to what her child's father was talking about. And people realize that Africa is ready for the picking, however you want to use it.
I've been having to get it myself. And it has been good to me seeing this social media shit because it's changed over the years.
Mm-hmm. It has, because in the beginning in 2020, she had like 14,000 subscribers. She gained 16,000 subscribers. She got views. She saw money coming in. So what should I do? Let me keep it going. But Art Cathy, I'm going to say this. If you didn't have that hustler mentality, ma'am, where you don't know how to think like a civilian, you only think like a criminal. If you did not have that mentality, you could really be in a different space. because seeing how Black people came together. Now, yes, a lot of it was, oh my God, COVID, we on lockdown, blah, I want to leave. Some people just, I wouldn't sell all my stuff and go to Africa and I've never been there. Who the hell does that? That is, I don't want to say a desperate Debbie, but it just doesn't make sense to me. I am 45 years old. I don't have half of what some of these educated women have, but I have common sense. I'm not going to move to no damn Africa. I never been to Africa. Never been there. Don't. Gonna sell all my stuff. Quit my job. I'm going to sell all my stuff. And I'm just going to say, F it, I'm going to Africa. Never been to this country. Going to pack all my stuff up, sell it, quit my job, pack up a shipping container, ship cars over. Who the hell? Now, the people that did that, they broke as hell right now. I can't. I didn't know our people were this jacked up. I must have been living in a damn bubble. I really have been drinking water and minding my damn business.
Being able to sell an ebook and pay my rent back in 2016, 2017, and like having to get it myself, like literally.
I mean, that's what we got to do.
After 2020, people trying to take everything I got from me due to some stupid scandal. Like I have.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna stop that right there. Let me get this together because my fruit salad is done. I'm gonna sit here and talk to you all for a little bit more and go through this video. I'm gonna let y'all see my face because I need to get comfortable. But see, this is what I was talking about. People want to minimize what the F happened to many of us in the Gambia in 2020. And Art Cathy is one of the main, ma'am, it says Art Cathy heals vacation properties. Let me make sure my mic is still on. Oh, you're doing good, Mike. You're doing good. It's called Art Cathy heals vacation properties. So if that's what it's called, then how can you just say, oh, that wasn't me? I'm not dealing. I know that was bullish, scam. Let's run it back. Let me run it back. Where we at? 13. Here we go.
And like having to get it myself, like literally. All the while, after 2020, people trying to take everything I got from me due to some stupid scandal. Like I have been through it out here.
Okay. She said in 2020, people try to take everything. My mic is on? Yes. People try to take everything that she had due to some bullish scandal. So, Art Cathy, don't you think I could say the same thing, Baldy Locks? Right? Couldn't I say the same thing? The BS scam in 2020, they tried to take everything. I could say the same thing, broad. But you want to sit here and play the victim. You said you are a businesswoman. You said that you have been in. You said you're a businesswoman. You said that you have been an entrepreneur since. Oh, sorry, y'all. I want to clean that. Since 2011. Did you not say that? All right, so let me see where I'm going to put the camera before. Okay. You know how you put stuff on your refrigerator and then you don't want people to see certain things on your refrigerator? That's what happened. So I'm going to sit right here. I got this chair. I absolutely love this chair. But I think I had it for too long. So now it's like one of those hairstylist chairs where you put your foot on it and you go up and down. Now it just stays at one. It just stays at one level. Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to remove myself. I'm gonna put her just on camera. Can I do that? Yes. There we go. And then I can sit the way I need to sit. I wanted to y'all to see my face, but that's not gonna work. Sorry. And I told you I feel like I live in a storage, so I got boxes everywhere, and the clutter is driving me insane. So I don't want to drive y'all insane with it. Okay, so most people didn't know. They not like us. Art is a true scammer.
And I can only think it's a fine. You gotta, as a woman, black woman, you gotta really walk a fine line with this thing, because people really be hating. It's a lot of love I got, but it's a lot of hate too, and it's not like.
So I mean, if she's talking about me, because I'm the only one talking about her. Let me know if y'all know anybody that's talking about Art Cathey, because as far as I know, I'm the only one talking about her. So who is she talking about that's hating? I just want my money, ma'am. I could care less about you. I could care less about you, your mama, your daddy, your. All right, Shanta, you being messy. But I could care less. All I want is my money. So when she say people hating on her, I don't know who's hating on you. Maybe it's the people that you have scammed that want their money back. Maybe that is what it is.
Like I have like this family thing going on. So I have to put myself in positions and places where I'm the most safe and I'm the most secure. And baby, when I tell you Ghana is it, girl, you can't. Girl.
Must be nice. But you put all of us in danger. You put me in danger. I was assaulted by one of your employees, Art Cathy.
$2,000 is yearly rent over here. When I started counting up the cost, I was gonna blow through my whole GoFundMe in damn a couple months just trying to live and survive.
So I don't think her GoFundMe was for cancer. Did you hear what she said? I was going to go through my GoFundMe, blah, 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 just trying to live and survive. So you stuck in Ghana, and you want to talk about us being stuck in America? Ma'am, at least if we're stuck in America, at least we have enough money to get a plane ticket home. How about that?
I said, girl, no. And I know to y'all, it seemed counterproductive. Like, girl, if you got cancer and shit, if you sick, why don't you stay over there? Y'all that's trying to get over here, you're like, girl, ain't no way in the hell I will come back to America. And you're right. It was just my baby. For y'all that's just joining me, I'm talking about my wives and this whole healing journey for me. And it's gotten a lot.
And we know it was about your baby and not about your cancer.
My healing is. And I appreciate y'all that's been, helping me and really caring, showing me love on my journey. And in regards to my son, wanting to see him so badly. I've healed a little bit of that wound too when I started looking at the state of America. And I'm not about to be no straw bitch. You know that Tyler Perry movie? I'm not gonna be in that struggle with y'all as a single mother with my son in tow. My son lives well when he's with his daddy and his stepmama. I'm not finna be the broke baby mama coming back that ain't got no motherfucking resources.
Oh my God. So I guess some truth is coming out. But how are you saying with your son in tow when your son, when's the last time this woman has seen her son? Because when Yoga came on here, he said, what did he say? He said something about paying child support. She don't have her son. So who pays child support? Art Cathy. Now, that is foreign to me as well, right? It might as well be Chinese, the whole thing about the child support. I don't know about child support. So I do know that if people don't pay child support, you go to jail. I do know that if people don't pay child support, they may mess with your passport. That's what Yoga said, right? So it's funny how she wants to say this is about her child, but she's only using her child to get money. For what? For us to pay your child support? because you don't have cancer. You still haven't updated your GoFundMe, but you've made more and more videos.
Take care of my damn son, and I'm not gonna be standing on extended stays in Airbnbs. I'm sorry, like I did that already. Like I went through the struggle silently, gracefully. But I can sit in my own shit in some properties by the beach, girl. What do I look, girl? Hell yeah, I'll be sick. So I'm all right. We'll make we'll change the GoFundMe a little bit so y'all will understand what
Hold on. Hold on. She said, hell yeah, I'll be sick. We'll change the GoFundMe so you, okay, but I gotta run that back.
Went through the struggle silently, gracefully. But I can sit in my own shit in some properties by the beach, girl. What do I look, girl? Hell yeah, I'll be sick. So I'm all right. We'll make
She said, hell yeah, I'll be sick. We all right. So which one is it? Are you sick or are you all right? I think she's both. She's sick and she's not all right. She needs money to get custody of her son. She needs him for content and government benefits. That's not going to happen. She's definitely not going to get custody of her son, because there would be no reason for them to take the son from a stable environment with the mom and with the stepmom and the dad and give him to this unstable individual that doesn't have anywhere to stay. God only knows if she probably has a bank account to receive, fraudulent funds, but Art Cathy doesn't have anything else. So they wouldn't take her child from the dad. I don't think that that's what they would do, and give it to her. And she doesn't even live in America. Like she said, I don't want to be the broke baby mom and stand in extended stays and blah, blah, blah. Ma'am, if you come back to America and you get a job like everybody else and you get an apartment and you have visitation with your son. But she doesn't. We about to see why she need the 80,000, because she says she doesn't have cancer. No surgery, no chemo. She healed herself. The Dr. Ayuba Agugala healed her. So,
we'll change the GoFundMe a little bit so y'all will understand what
still has not changed the GoFundMe. Still has not done that. Still has not done that.
I love my son, but we gonna see each other somewhere else. I ain't going back to America. And then they about to drop a bomb. Talking about some Iran. Girl, I ain't got time. I don't have that type of time.
Okay. This is gonna be in my next video, but I dropped that short about Blackset, about Juliet. So what these people do is they get on here in front of this camera and they say, oh my God, America's going to war. Oh my God, they dropping bombs. Oh my God, this, that, and the third. All the police are killing us. I'm about to show y'all 3 videos of exactly of the same. If you are on Facebook and you go to What's on Gambia, then you already know that the rhetoric that the people in the Gambia speaking, oh, it's paradise here. You don't have to deal with police brutality. You don't have to. That's a damn lie. That is a lie, and the truth is not in them. Because I know what I've been through with police. This was before. I know what I've been through with police. I see what the Gambia's been through with police. I see what's going on in Kenya with the police. But these people would get in front of the camera. Why? Because they live off of consultations and your African dreams. Now, when you get to the country and you've been in the country for almost a whole month and no one has seen you, right, Phoenix? No one has seen you. But they got resources. You can do this. You can do that for this amount of money. You can do this for this amount of money. You can do that for that amount of money. This is what these people are living off of. Would you really trust your life in their hands? What do they have? Phoenix is pushing citizenship. Y'all ask her, does she have a citizenship in Benin Republic? The Republic of Benin. Benin Republic. I don't know which one it's called. But this is what they're going to do. Art Cathy is living off of consultations. I wonder how many people have actually met her. if she screwed them over, and these are older people, because she was like, oh, the older people, they got one way ticket. Da, da, da. So the older people are not going to get on here and say, this woman scammed me. This is her bald headed ass right here. They're not going to say that. Or she probably putting witchcraft on other people. You know, that hard life of scamming.
I'm really
will
living
tear
the
you
life
up.
that a lot of people are trying to get to. So I was just listening to the universe, and it was like, girl, don't do it. Do not do it. And I was kind of back and forth with it, you know, tossed and turned, didn't know what to do. But girl, when I started counting up the costs,
she finally was healed. The cancer got lost. She said when she started counting up the costs, that cancer got lost. In that second, in that minute, in that hour, the cancer ran away. Oh my God.
But instead, we got a loss. It's actually, this is the key. We should have counted up the cost. But instead, we got a loss. In a second, in a minute, in an hour.
That cancer ran away.
Hey, 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 as we lay.
We should do a duet.
We forgot about tomorrow.
She forgot about that cancer. She forgot about that cancer.
As we lay.
Yeah.
Girl, that all came from I started counting up the cost. But instead, we got a loss. I got lost in the emotions of it all. But girl, no. As we lay comfortably in Ghana, we don't have to worry about our bills.
Or cancer. She's saying she don't have to worry about her bills. She don't have to worry about cancer. Damn, these people are horrible.
Bills in Ghana.
How do you not have to worry about bills in Ghana? See, this is the rhetoric that I be talking about. Is it free? Africa is not free. It may be a little bit cheaper, but if you don't have an income coming in, it's not just about your apartment. You got to pay for lights, right? You're not getting a bill for that. You have to pay for your lights. You have to pay to eat. You have to deal with the people that are telling you something costs something costs $5 and they telling you it's $25. How many people want to walk? You pay for I think they have like Uber or Lyft or Uber. I think they have Uber in Ghana. But if you're paying for a town trip, as that's what they call it in the Gambia. If you're paying for a town trip where you call that taxi come to pick you and you up only and take you where you gotta go. I take the local transportation. Saves me money there. And I guarantee you, I have access to more capital than Art Cathy. I mean, with a 770 credit score, right? So, but this is what I say. These people will get in front of the camera and say, I'm rich, I'm here, I'm that. That's because there's nobody in the country to tell you any different. So there's no bills in Africa. That's what they talked about in the Gambia. And now people are stuck in the Gambia. They don't have $1,000 to $1,300 to get a plane ticket to come back to America. So they continue to scam other Americans. This is absolutely insane. You can end up paying just the same amount. If you paying $200 some odd dollars, you probably stand in. You probably not staying somewhere nice. I can't speak for Ghana. I can speak for the Gambia. Now, I did find some places for very cheap, right? But I told y'all, I stay with Gambians when I come there. So when they lock down the compound, I'm safe. I don't have to worry about an American. I don't have to worry about a crazy Gambian. I'm good to go. Most of the time, people don't even know I'm in the damn country. Unless I say something. And the people that do see me aren't going to say anything. But I say to myself, handle my business, still trying to cut the damn ties. Oh, I'm trying to cut the Gambia so I can be free, but I'm not there yet. I'm still cutting. But they want to preach this rhetoric that it's cheaper. You don't have any bills. And that's a mother son of a loving lie. If people are honest, they'd be like, man, now if I lived in the Gambia, like I said, I would have some type of store selling something. Right? I would have some type of store, because if I'm going to live there, I don't want to just live off of my US dollars. I can live off of Gambian dollars. But you see these people, these YouTubers, these content creators are online, and this is their income. You don't have a business in the country? Something. Go sell some damn Pampers. They use Pampers in America. I mean, in the Gambia. In Africa, you think that they using the cloth like back in the day? No. They got Pampers. They buying Pampers. But if you're staying in the country and you're looking at the people and you see what the people spend their money on every day. God forbid that she talking about, oh, come to Ghana, Iran dropping bombs, this, that. Okay, let's take this a little bit further. So what happens? Wait, don't lose your train of thought. Don't lose your train of thought. Oh, I was about to connect something. I didn't do any notes. It'll come back to me. No matter what, Art Cathy is an American. So if things fall apart and they dropping bombs and blah, 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 there we go. Come back, Tay, come back. So they're dropping bombs, and let me stop saying that before they demonetize this. But if WAR really does happen, right? These content creators are depending on you all to pay for consultation. So if just like so many of the restaurants went under and so many businesses went under in the Gambia, is COVID. So if your clientele, if your target market is only foreigners, that's the point I'm making. If your target market is only tourists, God help you. Because she talking this rah, this WAR. Okay, so what happens if people can't travel, Art Cathy? Then that's going to hurt your skinny ass pockets, isn't it? It's going to hurt your scamming pockets. So for the people that live in these countries, and they don't have any business, that the local people purchase things every day. They are a hand-to-mouth community, society. So every day they're buying something. So to live in a country and not think, how can I get that here? That was my mindset. Making money for my future. Not sit here saying, oh my God, I got cancer. Please, I need $8,000.
Oh. Girl, I don't know why I did all of that, but
Eliza, she said that when she started counting up the costs, the cancer got lost.
I don't know what I'm trying to say, girl. I'm an artist, whatever. But girl, I was like, that's not strategy. That's not a good strategy move for me. As a woman, I like to be comfortable. I live a soft life out here. I have a village here, by the way, that I did not have in America.
She said that wasn't a good look. That wasn't a good, what did she say? That wasn't a smart move. That wouldn't have been a good move. So that's why I say you're not really sick. You thought that you were going to put out this GoFundMe. Brandon and his little special behind going to write it up, and people going to feel sorry for you. You ain't expect for Tay to come on that ass, did you? Come for that ass. Not that sounded very weird, didn't it, y'all? You didn't expect for me to come for you. You didn't expect for me to make these videos. Now she's backtracking. Oh, I ain't going back to America because it's too expensive. I'm not doing that. Y'all over there spending all this money. Well, I mean, what? You didn't. Now you saw where your GoFundMe was going and it didn't go up very high. So now you're like, okay, I'm staying here. Let me stunt on y'all because y'all got to pay bills there. Where's the cancer, ma'am? It miraculously ran away.
Your ex-boyfriends can only be your village for so long and for so much.
No, she did not say that. I can't. So y'all, I told y'all, I was listening to this video, but I really wasn't paying attention, right? Your ex-boyfriends can only be. Jesus Christ. Somebody need to take her damn phone. Your ex-boyfriends can only be your resource of support for so long. Why won't, I mean, ma'am, you said you have your own business since 2011. Why don't you have any money then? So has she really been supporting herself, or has her ex-boyfriends been supporting her? Because I heard through the grapevine that you would contact Brandon. I need support. And Brandon's silly ass knew what that meant. Sorry, y'all. Support meant I need you to send me money.
And I got some damn good ones. But I couldn't see myself asking them for help. And I'm like, girl, I done built a whole business out here. And you got to watch how you talk about yourself, because I got a lot of haters and people think I'm a scammer. So you got to be very humble.
Nobody thinks you're a scammer. We know you are a mother effing scammer, Art Cathy. It has been proven. I don't know what's going on in your brain, but you're a narcissist. So you think that you can just say whatever and we're going to run with it. No, boo-boo. Some of us use our own brains and we could think for ourselves. So don't say, oh, because people call me a scammer. They're calling you a scammer because that's what you are. If it looks like a duck, then it's a daggone duck. And you are a scammer.
I do good for somebody that lives in Ghana. But girl, I be living like Tyler Perry Strong, girl. In America, girl, I'm not trying to do Tyler Perry Strong in America. I am so sorry. Ladies, that's not it no more. We got to secure our own shit. That's why I go so hard for Ghana. And if you...
I cannot, y'all. I should just let this play, but I can't. I can't. So what if I haven't seen a Tyler Perry movie, Straw, right? I get tired of Tyler Perry movies unless I'm trying to pitch my book, future book to him, my story to him. So evidently somebody must have been struggling in the movie Tyler Perry Straw, right? But to say, oh, I'm doing good here, this is why I tell women to be independent. Ma'am, you are living off of other people. For the women that are truly independent, you are coming for them. You try to insult them. Oh, you a single parent. Oh, ma'am, you just said you're a single parent with a non-existent child, because we have never seen you with your child. You've been in Ghana, Honduras, America, freaking Gambia for the past 5 years. And we have not seen your child with you not one time. So stop pushing this, I'm a single parent. Okay? Your child's father is a single parent. Well, no, he's not, because he has a wife. So he's not a single parent. If you had a dog, you could say you're a single parent, but you don't even have a child with you. You birthed a child. I'll give you that. You birthed a child. But just because you birth a child, how do they say? Anybody can be a dad. It takes a man to be a father. Is that? Sometimes I mix it up. If I'm wrong, please correct me, y'all. But anybody can. If your reproductive system works, you can have a baby. But that does not make you may be that biological parent, but that's not making you a mother or a father. If you're there raising that child, giving them the good and the bad, and receiving their good and bad, being a parent 24/7, that's what your child's father is doing, and his wife. You are out here scamming people, Art Cathy. That's what you're doing. And then you want people to think that you got cancer, whether it's for us or whether it's for your husband, for your child's father. So he'll feel sorry, like Yoga said, for you, and come and, okay, you can see the baby, but you got to pay that damn child support. You better pay that child support, boo. You talk about you so free, but no. You're scamming for a reason. If you really had money, you would not be out here scamming people. You wouldn't. People that got money are not scamming. They don't have to. Why would they jeopardize what they actually have to scam someone? But somebody that came from nothing like Art Cathy, dad was a pimp. Dad was an alleged pimp. Mom is Jesus help that woman, but a gullible person. I can imagine no, I can't imagine that because I have no idea what that life is about. But I guess I could imagine, right? Looking at movies and stuff like that, what kind of life Art Cathy may have had growing up. But instead of her using her insurance at all of these jobs that you had, these great careers, to get some help, ma'am, get a therapist. We all go through trauma. Get a damn therapist, but she never got a therapist. So she continued to scam, and this is what we're seeing now. This is really sad. I see why Yoga said I can't look at this anymore, because it is really sad. Yes, she does. She believed that she has not done anything wrong. Eliza said she really does believe that she's not scamming in her sick, twisted head. I believe that that's what she thinks as well. Because for the past 5 years, she has been saying, oh, this BS scam. What about the people, Art Cathy, that lost money? Me. What about me? You talking about, oh, I'm telling the sisters they need to be independent, this, that, and the third. I came and invested in your black ASS and Quasi's black ASS, this business idea. And this is what y'all do to your own people. I swear, y'all, some of our people, our hearts are as black as our damn skin. She is a parasite. So you talk about people being independent, and ladies, y'all need to be independent. Y'all need to be doing this, y'all, da, 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 da. And then people come at that level and you scam them. And then you basically give us the middle finger to the ear. That's not right. But this is why you're staying in Ghana, because I won't put my hands on you. I would never do that. I let the courts put their hands on people. I have too much to lose to put my hands on anyone. So please, you all, excuse me, I know that I just want to make it clear, right? I fight my battles in court, but I don't know about other people. The person that she scammed this woman out of $800. This woman was ready to beat the bricks off Art Cathy. She was ready to lose her job. She said she didn't care, but it wasn't about the money. It was about the fact that this woman allowed Art Cathy to come into her home. The same thing she did with V. Because Black people are so damn kind-hearted. We'll see someone going through something and we'll try to help them. But people like her and Quasi and Phoenix, the stuff that has happened to me in the Gambia, y'all, I feel bad, but I think it will be really hard for me to help someone again. Sorry. Blame them. But it's true. People's hearts become hard based on life experiences. So the fact that I stepped out of my shell of not effing with people, just minding my business, and I'm like, okay, I believed in my people, and these were the wrong people to believe in. And neither one of these three people that signed the paperwork that were business partners, Art Cathy, Phoenix Rain, Quasi Boyd, neither one of them, none of them has taken responsibility for their actions. Don't you think it would have went better if they would have said, you know what, we messed up. We mismanaged the money. We're sorry. We're going to try to pay y'all back. I mean, that's how normal business people handle things. Now, the criminals will run, I'm not doing this until the courts or them three alphabet boys say, clank, clank, you ain't going to do it. We're going to make you do it. I have no problem going to the police on these people. Because who's supposed to hold them accountable? I mean, they might as well be in front of the camera like Sheree from the Atlanta Housewives. Who going to check me, boo? Who gonna check me, boo? The police will check your ass.
You even get a breath of what it's like you can tell, like, girl, this lady out there really living her life. Like, not stressed out about my grocery bills, rent. If you gonna get something nice and rent something nice in America, that's $3,000 a month, babe.
She said she over there, she ain't worried about bills, she ain't worried about anything. She ain't worried about this non-existent cancer either. She has non-existent cancer, and Juliet Ryan got this non-existent baby.
I'm not. Y'all got it. I'm just saying that I'm not. Girl, I'd rather do that per year. The way that's why everybody crazy and struggling and depressed in America. Y'all gotta make up 10,000, 12,000 a month of bills.
Now, I want y'all to remember that. She said 10,000, 11,000 a month, right? Now, when we get to this part, I don't think we're gonna get to this in this part in this video. But keep that amount in mind, because she says in order for you to use her services and transition, you need at least 15 to 20,000. How much did I invest? 16.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in rent only. Girl, I remember that. I remember, and I don't want to go back there. I'm not finna be that friend coming back to some Maryland. Girl, the DM, I don't give a damn where it is. It could have been back in Macon, Georgia, where I came from, in Atlanta. I don't want to deal with the American real estate market. When you're on top of the real estate game, it's different to go back somewhere where you're like a small fish. I'm not doing.
So she couldn't do anything in America anyway with dealing with real estate, because she is not a certified, registered, licensed real estate agent. So how can you be doing anything in America unless you go to school to be a real estate agent? Art Cathy. Now you're saying you at the top of your game over there. Then why are you asking people for money? That cancer ran away real quick. She wants to be a big fish in a small pond. She could have been that in the Gambia if they would have just did what they supposed to do. How many people come to the Gambia? Anytime I come to the Gambia, I gotta look for somewhere to stay. How horrible is that when I invested into that shithole country? When I invested into that country, and when I come back dealing with court or anything, I still have to find somewhere to stay. There are very few Americans that offer somewhere for Americans to stay. So she could have been that big fish in the pond that her, Quasi, and Phoenix wanted to be. All they had to do was do what they were supposed to do. Now, Quasi and Art Cathy were the ones that were on the ground. All they had to do was take the money and do what they supposed to do for the properties. But what did they do? Art Cathy never even seen the properties, because she's like, I don't even know what's going on. So I guess she was just in her room just smoking. That's all she was doing. And on the computer saying, y'all, this is nice. Y'all want to flex on people. But how many Americans are over there flexing on people now? Telling you to come there. Come here. But that's not for this video. Y'all wait till y'all see that one. I can't. These people, y'all just got to be careful. If you are, and I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to tell you this. I tell y'all this all the time. Be careful. And then I hear someone still went and did business with them. And it's like, okay. So I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I'm going to be like, our people don't listen. These adults are more hard-headed than the preschoolers.
I like to be able to just pick what I want here and buy some nice real estate and do my thing comfortably and quietly. Speaking of
buy real estate. I gotta let this ride, y'all. She doesn't have any money to buy real estate. She's renting, which I'm not. I heard that the apartment that she rented. It was rented for a year in Ghana, and it was rented by Brandon George. So she didn't even pay for that. Go back to her videos, y'all, on any of her platforms, and she says something about these Ghana mountain views is better than Colorado views. She was trying to come for the wife because the wife is from Colorado. So this is how I say, this is how sick this woman is. You're sitting here allegedly sleeping with someone else's husband, but you pushing this black woman, black man, black child. No disrespect, bag. I'm just saying that's what she pushes too, right? B1. But you just messed up. Hold on. Not just you. You participated in being a home wrecker. But you want to tell us that we can trust you with our money to do anything, Art Cathy? You don't even have anything. You have an apartment there. Show us that you got land. Because you ain't building. Because you talking about $2,000-$3,000 a month for rent. But someone said to me, the people that are on here, on the computer, talking about come to Africa, these people are not building, they are renting. And once they said that to me, I started thinking, and I'm like, holy crap, that is true. That is true. It's true for many. There are many people that are Americans in the Gambia that have built. That still live there. And there are many Americans that were in the Gambia that built their home in the Gambia, and they're no longer in the Gambia. That's why I'm kind of happy that things worked out for me the way it did. Because if I would have built, then I would have been stuck. You're not going to leave your home. And then if you sell it, you're not going to get what you paid for to build it. So you're still going to lose. And there are very few Americans that can say, oh, I made it. Okay, I shouldn't say this. There are very few Americans that can say, I came to the Gambia, I bought stuff, blah, blah, blah. I sold it and I still didn't lose. I left the Gambia and I didn't lose anything. I didn't take a loss. There are very few people that can say that. Very few. Even the people that are living there are taking losses. You best believe it. People want to act like, oh, the continental Africans are saying, kumbaya, welcome, we love you, we miss you. I mean, let's keep it real. History. I'm just speaking on history. Right? So based on history, a group of people were sold. Now, some of y'all will say y'all never came from Africa. I'm not talking to y'all. Okay? So the people that consider themselves and believe that they came from Africa and they are what they call a FBA, you were an African born in America like myself. Now, if we take it back to history, whether the white man bought us or anything, they can't buy something that's not being sold. So who sold the people? Were they actually kidnapped and this, that, and the third and sold? That depends on what part of history you want to believe. But let's talk about the people that were sold. Were they selling the sick, the disabled, the slow? Were they selling those type of people? Absolutely not. They were selling the educated, the strong. So now let's take it a little bit further. Now, for whatever reason our ancestors were sold, think of the mindset of the people that sold them. You can go back to the woman king, right? If you believe that. But let's just let our minds just go, right? Let's go down a rabbit hole. If you think of the mindset of someone that's selling someone that looks like you to two bobs or for whatever, to whomever, for whatever reason, you're selling a human being. Now, 400 plus years later, the children of said human beings that you sold are coming back. Now we're educated. Some of us, we have money. Some of us. Do we really think that the ancestors of the people that sold us are more welcome? Come on back. That's bullish if we think it's not everyone. But let's look at how Africa is. We need to stop romanticizing about the continent because it's not all gravy. If it was all gravy, then everybody, the people that are there wouldn't be trying to run away on the boats and just, oh, I got to go the back way. I got to get the hell up out of here. We wouldn't be getting robbed. They wouldn't be building 10-foot walls with barbed wire like it's a prison. Come on. It can be good, but let's not act like we're not going to deal. We are we are exchanging one devil for the next. Because we get scammed, we get robbed, we get cheated, we get beat, we get murdered. I mean, let's keep it G. So just be mindful, y'all. Just be mindful of the people that are on the computer that are selling you a dream. And many times it's a damn nightmare.
Quietly, I'm going to veer off because somebody gave me my flowers. Because I've quietly, left a certain topic. I used to really be, super militant and do different types of content. And I wrote a book, Intro to Breaking Soul Ties and Wound Cleansing. And very Afrocentric, ancestral. It has the keys to healing cancer, fibroids, all of that. And it was released in 2016. This girl tagged me on TikTok recently. Her name is Jessica Sodexo. So Jessica, Sexdo. She is the bomb. So it's going to come right.
All right. So I'm going to talk while she's talking. Because I would like to know how in the world did someone comment. Did she say comment or send her a message? Maybe she sent her a message. Because we know that nobody can comment on anything with Art Cathy, right? Ain't no comments in there. She done took the comments off a long time ago. It's been like 4 years since you can leave a comment. So I'm going to let that ride. Because in this, she's going to stop talking about cancer altogether. So let me be clear about this. Oh, this chair is so much better. Okay. Let me be clear about this. Art Cathy, I listened to it. I kind of listened to this. All right, let me take these down. All right. Because I'm going to cut the camera on. All right, so let me see where she is now. Hold on.
And depressed in front of him, or, so it's had to come. Videos about 10 years ago, and you really got me on my path. And I'm like, what? That was so sweet. So that was the exchange we had a few months ago or a few weeks back. Recently, she did.
Damn, I took it too far back. All right, I think I'm good to go. Let's see. Oh. I really wanted to put the camera on, y'all, but I swear it's just too much. It's too much going on in my background, and I don't know how to blur it. So, all right, so let me
just going through it, just thinking about how I'm gonna live my life, what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna see my baby, and just coming through it all and being lifted. Because I've evolved to a better place. Because it was really dark, for a second there, but it's a lot lighter now. I promise to God it is. But to have this lady come out of nowhere and
she promised to God it is. It's not. I guarantee you it's not now.
To shine a light on some of my work that I did in the past and to be paid homage like that. Like, I don't realize how much I impact people. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, I feel like I'm a mother just trying to see her baby and be.
She a mother just trying to see her baby. I thought she said she was a single parent. This is something. There's a story behind this. Yoga touched on it. But there is a big story behind her not seeing her child. I'm just a mother just trying to see my baby. Why? You say you and your child's father are cool. You said you are a rich mogul in Ghana. I know you can afford a plane ticket to go see your baby, unless your passport has been revoked. Is that why they were saying a private plane? You remember in the GoFundMe? No, it said medical transport, but 3,000 to 5,000. I wonder if that would have been a private plane. You still need, even if it's a private plane, you still need documentation to get into the country, correct? I don't know. I've never taken a private plane. But why can't she see her son? I'm just a single mother trying to see my son. That doesn't even match, ma'am.
Something for her son, Garvey. That's my secret. And I just figured out how to do it without struggling in front of him or being depressed in front of him, or so it's had to come with its own set of sacrifice, but he'll never have to see his mommy go through that.
But what he will see, Art Cathy, you didn't want him to see you struggling, but you could have went and got a job. You could have kept your job. There are plenty of people that are here in America. Yes, we stress because we're dealing with trying to survive in this world, in this system. Yes. But what else are we supposed to do? Go and live our lives like you? What are we supposed to do? We find peace. We find happiness. We go to therapists. We try to deal with it. This is what we have to do to survive. We don't have to dodge and hide because I didn't scam this person. I don't have to live in a, what's she call it? An Airbnb extended stay. We don't have to do that. We have to pay rent every month or a mortgage. That's part of being a big girl and putting your big girl panties on. Art Cathy? We know all she wears is bathing suits. Or she wear African clothes like this when she want to look like, I can't even say that because she was trying to sell stuff about her business and she had on a bathing suit. This woman is mental. She really is. I don't know what her diagnosis is, but I think she needs to get back on some medication or something. Whatever she is supposed to be on, she needs to be on it. And she needs to stop self-medicating herself. Because, but people that are bipolar and stuff, that's how you see that they're on drugs and things like that, because they're self-medicating. They say that when they take the medication makes them be like a zombie. They don't feel like themselves, right? You just sitting there like Cat Williams said with his that's not funny, but the way he said it with his son, with one of his children, I don't know if it was his son, but said the child get up and they running all day and they put him on the medication, and he said the boys just stop. Just stop, like in a runner's pose, and he's like, what you think about? He said running, right? So it does, they say that it does make you like a zombie. So a lot of people that have mental health issues, they will not take the medication because they say that they can't be themselves. They have manic states, they have low states, the bipolar, where it's the manic, and then it's the depression, but it's major depression where you can't get out the bed. Like some of us, I get depressed with this stuff that has happened. I'm dealing with depression. Absolutely. I'm just now starting to take care of myself again. So this is why I say, like, I'm getting emotional, but this is why I say, like, when we go through stuff, I'm mad that I went through this, but I'm happy that I went through this because I get to show you all holes and issues that are deeply embedded into our community. And maybe it will open up a dialogue within this realm of social media, right? With the people that are going back and forth to Africa, because we're dealing with abuse over there. You are dealing with abuse, and you really don't know the abuse that you're dealing with until you step out of that hell and come back to what the devil that you know. And then you be like, oh, then you get tired of this devil here in America again, and then you go back. So the people that go back and forth, kudos to you, because you are taking care of your mental health. You're taking care of a lot of other things, but you're also stepping away and being able to breathe. It makes me sleepy, and they're usually extroverted and ready to go. It slows them down. Absolutely. So they don't want to take the medication. They don't want to take the medication. And I think that that's what it is with Art Cathy, because all right, let me not self-diagnose her. Let me not diagnose her, because I do not have PhD behind my name like Dr. Ibrahima Bangora. Yeah.
That was important to me, and that's important for me to build something for him. So everything I build out here, I can pass that down to him, including real estate. In America, I couldn't comfortably say the same thing. Now y'all rich out there in America. I know a lot of y'all got it like that.
Well, I ain't have it like that, but I definitely lost my 16,000 to you and your business partner, y'all scamming dreams. But she said she's gonna pass down real estate to her son. Didn't she say she renting, y'all? Is it me, or did she not say she was renting? So how you passing down a rented property, ma'am? I can't. Well, yes, I didn't know bipolar people. Well, you know what? I'm not okay, so I'm not going to generalize. I can say the one bipolar person that I know is like this. They feel like everybody owes them something. They feel like they are a celebrity. They feel like other people's property and things belong to them. I do. That's one. Now, the other bipolar person that I know is complete opposite of her. She's giving, you know, she would lose jobs. I'm like, girl, you bipolar. We were sitting in church. She picked up the pew and threw it. I said, what in the hell is going on here? Right? So, and then it was like they started praying over her. Yo, it looked like an exorcist. That's what it looks like. That's what it literally looked like. They prayed over her. She passed out. She's passed out for some time. They standing there. They got her covered up. And then she gets up and she looks like she's been in a physical fight. This happened in church. But she is the complete opposite of, you know, the person feeling like they are celebrity and somebody owes them something. The other bipolar person that I know acts just like that. And they say, oh, she's I'm like, no, this is her. Right? This is her. But I told her, because she kept losing jobs and she had to pay rent. I'm like, ma'am, I know someone that is mental and they get a disability, right? They get whatever, SSI, they get something, right? I said, you need to go and apply, because you really are working, but with your bipolar days, you have a daughter, you go and see what you can do. She got in no time. I said, you have documentation. You literally have documentation, right? You're on medication. Someone from the church helped her to get an apartment, right? She went and she got it, and I think she got like 3,000 or 4,000 like back pay. Her raggedy mother, with her winding self on the front pew of the church, took her money. I said, yo, this is. Yeah, well, the girl that got SSI, she is bipolar. She really is bipolar. That's the one where I told you we sitting in church, she picked up the pew and she threw the pew. And I'm like, oh my God, right? But she would lose jobs. She tried to get a job, she would lose jobs. So because I knew someone that get a check, I think that girl been getting a check since she was 15, but she's paranoid schizophrenic with bipolar tendencies. So yeah. So I told her, you should go, right? She went, she got it, she got the back pay. And her mother said, I need that money. This woman went to church. I said, now, why would you take money from your daughter that's a single? Why would you do that? But that's why I say her daughter, she's a kind-hearted person. She's bipolar, but she's kind-hearted. I would have said, Mom, I'll give you 500, but I'm not giving you all my money because this daughter wants to go to college. I need this money to help her. I don't know. Sometimes these adults that have children, I'm like, Jesus, Lord. Like, and she has 5 children. They're baby making machines while she in church just gyrating. But she got her husband now. She done gyrated.
Lord Jesus. I'm just saying, as I said earlier in the video, that was my family, girl. No, the Pentecostal, black, regular, degular black people, lower middle class. My mom is the bomb. She did a lot of different things, including being in MLMs. Oh my gosh, she has cleaning businesses. Like, my mom was the serial entrepreneur, and she took care of 4 children without welfare. She was making a lot of money back in the.
I believe that. I believe her mom was making money. I really do, because her mom shipped over a shipment container. Her mother came, from what I heard, her mother came stable, financially stable. Now, Why did she get kicked out of an apartment? Is because I'm assuming she allowed Clacy to handle her accommodations. But why wouldn't your daughter handle your accommodations? Your daughter is sitting right up here and was in the Gambia saying, come to America, come to the Gambia. Saying, if y'all listen to her videos from back in the day and her videos from now, she just changing the name of the country. She has not, this tiger has not changed her mother effing stripes. She has not. She just changed her geographical location. She went over to another country. But you wouldn't let your mother stay with you. You would not let your mother live with you. Why? To the point where your son, your brother, not your son, your brother had to contact me and say, thank you for exposing Art, blah, blah, blah. You know, my mom is gullible. What the hell is going on? So if you're going to scam your own mama, we supposed to trust you, Art Cathy? Jesus, take the wheel and the whole damn car, because I can't. Mothers are the worst. My own mother refused to get help for my sister when she was diagnosed in the 1st grade. This untreated demon has wreaked havoc over our lives for over 40 years. Checking out for now. I am so sorry, because I know that can actually happen. Some people are in denial about their child having a mental issue or a chemical imbalance. They're in denial. I've seen that. Someone would not put their child on medication. Ain't nothing wrong with them until the child ripped. You know how the door and you know the door frame, right? The part where the door connects to where it closes, right? It connects. I don't know what that's called, y'all. I'm not a carpenter, right? But it has the little groove that comes out. The girl then ripped that off the wall and came running down the steps about to stab the aunt. What the hell? So at some point in time, the parent has to say, hey, okay, I don't, but okay, this child needs help. I need to take them somewhere. And if they need to be on medication, then we're going to have to try to work this out, because they can't kill someone, right? We can't have them out here kill someone in the family. You don't know what's being said in their minds, right? All they hear is unalive, unalive, unalive. Sooner or later, they're going to listen. I feel bad for people that have a chemical imbalance, because you are a prisoner in your own mind to hear voices and stuff. I want to be a doctor in my next life dealing with mental health, but it scares me, but it also intrigues me, because I'm like, my prayer is to always have control over my mind. Even if I become 100 years old, please, maybe my body moving slow, but please, God, please still let me have my mind. You know, but this is something that we don't talk about in our community, right? Oh, take it to Jesus. Go pray. Go let the pastor and them pray for you. Go to the mosque and alhamdulillah it out. That's not, come on, man. But then this is why we have so many unstable African Americans, Black people walking around, because we don't talk about mental health. How many people are in the Gambia that's going through trauma, emotional trauma from dealing with the issue that we're dealing with there? We don't want to talk about that, but y'all gonna see it. I'm not gonna hide this. I'm not gonna hide it for what? Who is it gonna help? Hiding the fact that I was so angry that I wanted to I had to go see a therapist. I'm like, I'm angry. So if I'm going to curse and do all this, at least I'm doing it in front of the therapist. What does the therapist say? They like, oh my God, you done been through all this. I'm so sorry, right? But they can't really, you know, they can tell me the tools that I can use to heal myself. Journal. Yes, I go to the gym, but the gym wasn't working, because I'm still in this with these criminals. So this is why I'm going to continue to share, because this is my healing. And it's going to heal some of you all, because y'all not going to get scammed. It's going to be pre-healing. You're not going to get scammed by these criminals, because I'm out here talking. Not just me. I don't want to sound like a narcissist. But I feel like so many people, from what I'm seeing, there are too many YouTubers that are saying, come here, come there, and keeping their mouth shut about what's actually happening. Why? Because happy stuff get more videos, except for Shrek. Shrek be talking shit about everybody, and she don't. But I guess negative gets views too. Her Facebook love is more abundant than hate. I don't know if that's true. I haven't done a survey, but I don't know if that's true. My sister was the one that got caught up with Art Cathy. She was sending her money, and in her FB group, she planned on selling everything and moving to the Gambia. I told her it was a scam. Good Lord. They don't like to pay rent. They prefer to spend their money on luxury items, traveling experiences. They end up getting evicted. That's true. That looks like Art Cathy. A chemical imbalance, nutritional deficiency, jacked up gut microbiome. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? These can all present itself as mental issues. This is why they say with when you have a chemical imbalance, nutrition is so important. My little cousin has Asperger's. This boy is brilliant with numbers. You hear me? Oh my God. I needed to connect his iPad to the internet. So I was like, okay, give me, I told him, give me 20 seconds or something, right? Give me X amount of seconds. So he started counting. I said, okay, give me 60 seconds, right? So I'm like, okay, by the time he counts to 60, I'll have it. This little smart little boy, very intelligent, he says 20, 40, 60. I said, ah. But he is excellent with numbers. He is excellent, but he does not like meat. He is a vegan vegetable. He eats very healthy. Now, another child I know that's autistic, he doesn't really eat vegetables like that. You know what I mean? It's so, but from what they say, everything begins and ends with nutrition. So I agree with that. You have a chemical imbalance, but some of the children, they just not going, if they're autistic, they're not just going to touch certain foods. They're just going to want what they want. But I kudos to the parents that are out there that have autistic children or have special needs children. Kudos to the parents that are out there that have children, period. Y'all are the real MVPs, because I'm like, Stella driving me crazy and I just got a dog. No. God knew no children for me in this life. Maybe I'll have about 15 or 20 in the next, but not this one.
80s and 90s and stuff. So she's still a brilliant woman. But I had to see her get it out the mud and do it gracefully. So I kind of got that in me. But goddamn, we don't have no wealth code where we can just go to lake houses and have all of this type of stuff like that. So this would be me being the first generation of somebody to build something and have some wealth and have real estate.
That's interesting, because I was the first generation to really have that type of money to invest. So it's okay for you, Art Cathy, to justify your scamming. I have this. I'm the first person to do. But what about the people that invested that lost money? What about us? We didn't come from money. I don't have a lake house, but I could have had a house in the Gambia if I didn't invest with y'all. So this is what I'm going to continue to remind people. You want to sit here and say, oh, we didn't have this, woe is me, then I could say the same damn thing. But my difference is I invested in you. You didn't invest in me.
And not really being the struggle. That's also a generational wealth, thing, or generational curse that I want to break, is to not be able to struggle, not having to struggle, not having a job that you hate. I can honestly say, okay, yeah, my mom instilled that in me, that's not what you do. You do your passion, you do your purpose. Like, she put that in me. Like, I was bred with the secret. Like, she's that lady that's out there like that and progressive. So I learned to go to the paths of my gifts, because that's how she operated, as a pianist, seamstress, doing business, MLMs, being a community activist. Like, my mom's that late June. Like, late June women are extremely brilliant. Gemini, right? Anyway, so I'm out here getting it comfortably, and I can't go back to America. That you never put yourself in harm's way ever.
Mm, mm, mm. I shouldn't have put myself in harm's way dealing with you all. So the things that my mother instilled in me to make money, I believed in y'all, and I lost what you're trying to get. So if you have, let me just say this. Sorry, y'all. I finally finished my fruit snack. My fruit. Let me show you. Well, it's empty, so I can't show you anything. But I finally finished my little fruit thing, and then I have some soup that I'm gonna eat later. I have some zucchini, the green zucchini soup, which is a fruit. So I'm gonna eat that for dinner. But the point I want to make about this is if Art Cathy really had all this money in Ghana and she's this rich mogul, then why wouldn't you contact me to make arrangements to pay me back? Because there's no accountability, right? Art Cathy doesn't think she did anything wrong. Just like checking it out for now said, she wants to blame other people. But you can't blame anyone, man. If God bless my soul, the FBI decides to come after you all, which because certain countries in Africa has jurisdiction and they can just contact someone and tell them to come and arrest them and extradite them. Yes, I did talk to the FBI the other day. Again, hallelujah, alhamdulillah, mashallah. So yes, if they do decide to come and arrest these people, it's nothing that they can do. So will they be? Let's keep going because I'll just keep going and I won't finish.
As a mom, so I knew, and I don't really need people to, validate my decision as a mom or nothing like that. Like, no, I don't do that. Not with crazy people, not with people that hate me, not with people that I know want to project negativity on me. I'm cool. My life is cool with my decision, and I get it, okay? But what I'm saying is I realized that I chose not to be in the struggle, and I chose not to put myself in harm's way because America is about to go through it. I could feel the energy of darkness and saying,
That's the darkness coming off of her. So let's take it a little bit further. If America is really about to go through it, ma'am, then your target market and your target market are Americans. So if America's about to go through it and we don't have any money, what is that going to do to you, Baldy Locks? All these people sitting behind the camera, America about to go through it, America about to do this, America. If your money is coming from America, then that means, VI Stellas, you're going to struggle today. You're going to struggle because your target market is who? Americans. So if America crashes, then all of y'all that are in Africa, you're going to crash too.
It's cold. You ain't got shit over here, girl. You ain't got shit over here. Don't come over here. That's mine to the U.S. Y'all probably got the cushiest support system over there. I don't know what you got going on.
I told you. So to the woman that said, Aunt Cathy got a house. She got this. She got that. This is why I can't talk. I don't talk to her anymore. I'm good. I'm good. I don't need any more negativity in my life. But Art Cathy just said out of her own mouth that she doesn't have SHIT here in America. So for people that even have an apartment like myself, have a car, right? I don't have a house. I can go purchase a house as soon as I see the one that I really want, but I don't have a house yet, right? And when I say a house and purchase, I am investing in a residual income because that's what your house is. Everything is a damn business. It's a residual income, right? So, but Art Cathy, she's not in the same boat as us. If she doesn't have anything in America, and she wants to try to tell us and persuade us and convince us that she has all these things in Ghana. Yeah. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. And what's sad is, Stella, I'm sorry. I'll take her to the bathroom. I'm gonna get off. I totally forgot about my little dog, but she's been patient. Oh, she chilling. Y'all should see her. She real bougie, just laying there on her little blanket, just looking up, waiting for somebody to walk past so she could bark at them. So is someone said all the rejects go to the Gambia. I said, well, damn. When they said that, I said, well, what? But what I am seeing is people that cannot make it in America are going to Africa. And then they're going to get on the camera, in front of the camera, and get online and tell you that you too can come here and make it like them. But in reality, they may be living in somebody else's spot. They may not have anything in America, just like Art Cathy. These are true scammers. And she said it. She doesn't have anything here. So that means you don't have a car. I mean, if you had a car, you could sell it, right? If you had a house, you could sell it. If you had a savings account, you could live off of it. But for how long? For how long? If you do not have a stable income in the country that you're in, a stable business that is not dependent on others, you are not going to make it. You're going to be just like Art Cathy. You're going to be just like Blacksit. You're going to be just like Quasi. You're going to be just like, I'll save those for the next video. Scamming. Right in front of the camera, scamming you. You're going to be like Blacksit that have a office building. Oh, she don't have it anymore. I think she got it somewhere else. And she has Gambians controlling it now, right? Because you know, Gambians, African people you give them a little money, they will argue that person down like it's their business. Just like so many people put black people in the front because they know that we ain't gonna take the nonsense. They put a black person there like, oh, it's closed. Oh, I need to get it's closed. They know we don't play around. But that's the sad part, right? You go to see Art Cathy in Ghana, whatever. You go to meet her, and if she had an office, she might be like Blacksit, where it's locked. Who has an office building and it's locked? This is your office? Why is it locked? Gambia is safe, right? You said it's safe, Juliet. Why is your business office locked? Because you're out here scamming people. And some women from the UK came up in there and kicked you, didn't they? I cannot. Oh, Jesus, I can't.
For me, it was like I'm leaving the lap of luxury, cushy, village, community. Ain't worried about no rent. Ain't worried about what I'm going to eat. You know, I said, and that's why I was like, a cancer diagnosis would fucking suck. I'm like, damn, I finally got out the struggle and I can breathe and build and live the South African life and not to have no cancer. So,
hey, Gail, welcome. You hear her keep saying, I ain't got to worry about rent. I ain't got to worry about bills. Why don't you have to worry about this? Gail at night, y'all. Say greetings to Miss Gail, the moderator of YouTube. We love her. So why in the world is her bills disappearing? Because you still got to pay for rent. But you see how she keeps saying, oh, I don't have to worry about rent. I don't have to worry about bills. Why don't you have to worry about those things? Because no one in Africa is paying that for you. Unless you're out there tricking. But no, unless you're a working girl. No one is paying that for you, especially in Africa. They paying your bills? So now it's like, oh, I don't have cancer because I got smacked back into reality that I don't have any money. This GoFundMe is not big enough for me to go to. This GoFundMe is not big enough for. I didn't get the 80,000, right? If I got 80,000, I probably could buy something small and live there. I didn't get that. So now, the way she was singing earlier, right? She counted up the cost and the cancer got lost, right? So I'm confused, right? So this is why I say this woman, if she had cancer, I mean, she needs to be in the Guinness World Records, right? This is where her money is gonna come from, because I mean, you got healed in 1 month, 2 months. No, she did not take her GoFundMe down, Raquel. No, she did not. And it has not even been updated. But in this video, she said she was going to update it.
It's good that God has put me
I'm not
on
going
this
to say
journey
nothing about that one.
seriously, you know, because it's turning itself around. I'm learning a whole lot. And my most recent lesson was not to put myself in harm's way. It'll work itself out with me and
It's okay. It's okay, Raquel.
my son. But until then, I'm a mom that aches for her son. I'm looking forward to seeing him. But as a warrior, I put my big girl panties on, and I suck it down a little bit when I think of Garvey. It's taken a lot of inner work for me to even speak on him without boohoo crying. That's how, you know, close I hold my son to my heart.
Oh man, this is sad. This is really sad. It took somebody coming for you about this GoFundMe before you started addressing things, and you feel like that if I talk about my son, then I'm gonna pull on your heartstrings. But no, Yoga already called you out on that. Why can't you see your son, ma'am? You can get a plane ticket. Yes, Eliza. Okay, I'm gonna let you be infuriated, because I'm trying to I'm really trying to deal with my emotions with this. Like, people say, oh, you always going off. That's PTSD, right? I may handle things the way I shouldn't. I may go off the handle quicker than I should, because, like, I mean, I can't even really talk about the Gambia like that without these mother. I have to really, I have to woosah. I really have to woosah, because the stuff that these people are doing is blatant. They don't care. It's blatant.
But I shared it recently with my GoFundMe because I really thought I was out of here, you know, with this whole cancer thing. I want y'all to join that Zoom call too, because including parasitology, detoxifying your.
Hold on. I got to run this back, y'all. I'm sorry. I want y'all to hear this all together. I got to run this back because I want y'all to hear this all together. Now, her talking about her son, and then you're going to see the transition into the GoFundMe. But why in the world would, like I said, she said she's a rich mogul, right? In Ghana. She said that multiple times. She living good. She did. Then why can't you buy a plane ticket and go see your son, man? Are you that scared of America? Come on, man. Some of us travel in and out of America all the time. It's not like, oh my God, we're going to get here and America's just going to burn up. What the hell? Why can't you get on a plane, buy a plane ticket, and go see your son? Or are you stuck in Ghana because of your passport? Who knows? But you're not going to sit here and say that, oh, my heart aches for my son. I miss him so much. I just want to see him. But, you know, I gotta work to do. The ancestors told me to do this, but I miss him so much. And, you know, I'm doing this all for him, and I want to see him. And I'm confused. You going back and forth. If you have a good relationship with your child's father and a wife, then you should be able to go and see them. You may not be able to stay with them because they probably don't want you there. But you go and stay in a hotel. You a rich mogul, ma'am. I don't understand how you don't know how to spend money. Or are you really not rich? Girl wouldn't leave Stella with her for 5 minutes, okay? Raquel. I am dealing, trying as best as I can. Because some Gambians say, yo, I think I would be in prison. I was like, yo, I have too much to lose. But for so long, I kept my mouth shut because I was trying to be respectful to people in the country. And I was just trying to be respectful, right? Like, oh, let me let the courts do what they do. Now I'm like, it hit me like, hey, Shantae, slap me in the face. Okay. You got to remember this is Africa, right? So if you go to court and stuff like that, you need to realize, what were you taught growing up? That Africa is corrupt, right? People can buy people. You see that every day on what's on Gambia. They saying this person didn't pay for that and this, that, and they're not doing this, that. So you're a foreigner. They don't give two doodles about you, sis. So this is what I'm coming to grips with. So with me speaking on this now, I'm feeling better. I'm not fully healed because y'all can see I still curse here and there, right? But I'm trying to deal with this as best I can. I'm right. My mic finally died on me. Okay. So I don't know where that cut off at, but I am getting back to the way I was before the Gambia. Like I said, I cut many people off. I'm not talking to a lot of people. I need to protect my mental health. And shoot, I was happy before I went to the Gambia. It wasn't until I went to the Gambia that I was like, oh my God, Jesus, oh my God, Becky, where did I go? Where in the hell did I just go to? All right, I'm getting my other mic because that one died on me and I know it's going to die in 2.5 seconds again. So I'm really trying to deal with this anger as best I can. But I also realize I've come to a realization that people may say come to the Gambia, but if you go through the same ish I went through in the Gambia, this is why I'm showing y'all and I'm telling y'all everything that has happened. Slowly but surely, right? I'm trying to get the cases a chance. And when the cases, oh shoot, I should have put that in. Okay. I'm slowly but surely letting y'all know what happened. As the cases come to an end, then I'm just going to tell y'all exactly what has happened. I mean, because, people want to push, oh, the Gambia, this, y'all dealing with police brutality in America, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. None of that stuff is going on in the Gambia. I mean, people say they want to leave America because, America doesn't have, it's no law and order. Things happen and nothing happens to the people. Well, I could say the same thing about the Gambia. I can say the same thing about the Gambia. This has happened, that has happened. Y'all notice y'all don't see as many Gambias on my page no more, right? That's because I'm talking truth. When I was talking, oh, this is nice. Unmute. There we go. Okay, I had to change mics. Gail, you would be so proud of me, right? I'm not going a long way with, being on mute. I'm trying to get better. But, these same people will tell you, there's no law and order in America. This is happening with the police in America. They just be trashing America, right? But look at what I've been through in the Gambia. Is there law and order in the Gambia? Ask a Gambian. They'll tell you no. Gambians told me, I don't know why you're going through. I don't know why you even trying to go to court because nothing's going to happen. They're just going to keep asking for money, blah, 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 blah. And then they'll say, but the Gambia is nice. I'm like, bro, you can't tell me that nothing's going to happen. And I got assaulted and all this stuff happened. And I'm supposed to still want to live here. Why? If there isn't any law and order in a third world country, do I actually want to live there? Why would I want to live there? I'll let y'all make that decision. Ooh, let me cut my soup off. Ooh, that soup smells good, y'all. Before I get off, I'm going to show you all what it looks like. I made some zucchini soup from scratch. Oh, Tay be over here cooking. I be over here cooking, trying to give myself DNA food. I'm not trying to be super overweight, going to Africa. I'm not. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm not a mother, but if I were, then nothing would make me leave my child behind. My child will be right there with me doing God's work. Amen, Raquel. Unless you're Art Cathy and you may have lost custody of your child or whatever, right? No. She left. She left. Yoga said she left. So, but I know another girl that's younger, and she was dating a Somalian. She had a baby by a Somalian, and she left. She took the computer and left the baby. I said, what in the whole entire? The baby name was Habiba, which means like my love. I think that's Arabic or something. The Lebanese people know what it means. I love Habiba. It's a song called Habiba. But like friend, my love, whatever. It's like something sweet, like a term of endearment of love for someone else. And she took the computer and left. Went and got with another dude, had a son. Don't even come and see Habiba. So some of these women are just trash. And Art Cathy just left. She wants to justify it. Oh, well, my GoFundMe is like this. That's the one time I talked about the son. Ma'am, it only says that you want to be close to your son. That's the only thing it said. That GoFundMe was not about your son. That GoFundMe was about cancer. You said you had cancer, liver, colon, and spread to the liver. That's what that GoFundMe was about. Now you're saying the GoFundMe was about you going to see your son? Ma'am, you're a rich mogul. You could pay for that. You don't need us to pay for that. Y'all, because I ain't giving her. I don't even think I would spit on Art Cathy if I saw her on fire. I'm like, leave her alone. She said she wanted to burn. That's the anger, right? That's the anger. That is, I have a true disdain and I loathe, Loathe, loathe Art Cathy, Quasi, and Phoenix. I mean, I loathe Kiki too, Shrek, right? But she's a nobody. She's a straight up nobody. So she's just a hater of me. Like, girl, if you hated me because I was right, you see me and you wait till you see me the end of this year. I'm not even giving myself time. I'm not on a time schedule to lose this weight. I'm just putting in the work. And I'm going to help you all that want to be helped. You want to get some healthier meal ideas? Shrek, I know you be looking at my channels. You probably be, well, I ain't going to say she can't cook. I ain't going to say that. But what I'm trying to do is help the community, not hinder the community. And I think people see that based off of me investing. I was trying to invest in our people, having somewhere safe to stay when you come to the Gambia. You think some Gambians gonna come in a house where it's all African Americans? Hell to the no. They're like, they crazy. They already say we crazy anyway. So when they do things in other countries in Africa, when they do things to us and we accept it, oh, continental African, bumster and bumette and criminal, best believe that it is not because we are soft. It's because we're trying to respect you in your country. Some of us are scared to go to prison. You shouldn't have to be scared, y'all. Y'all an American. If you F somebody up, you just pay your way out. Just ask Angel from Mo2's. She lumped up Phoenix, didn't she? And she got out. She did get arrested because they will arrest you if somebody say, she hit me. They come and arrest you immediately. That's not happening in America. I just wonder, even if they're lying, if they are lying and saying that someone hit them and they come and arrest you and you didn't even hit anyone. That's not happening in America. They got to catch you dead. They're not coming to arrest you because somebody said, this person slapped the hell out of me. They're not doing that. That's exactly what Art Cathy is doing. Some women use their children to gain sympathy. That's what she's doing because she know I was on that behind about this lying scam of having cancer, because in 2 months she's been healed of colon and liver colon cancer that has spread to her liver. She's been healed. So whoever helped to heal her, woo, they better protect them because they about to be like Dr. Sebi. Right? What? Okay. Ex phony angel. Okay. Okay, I'm just reading your messages. Welcome, ex phony angel top. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Organs that need it, being misdiagnosed, all the way down to the ionic.
Okay, so let me run that back.
Join that Zoom call too, because including parasitology, detoxifying your organs that need it, being misdiagnosed, all the way down to the ionic detox therapies that I'm doing. I really want y'all to like see it's a way out, and herbalism. So I'm using everything. So I get it. I got y'all emails. I know I got a lot of naturopaths and herbalists that follow me, and I live for y'all, honey. But yes, and your diet matters, all of that. We're going to talk about all of that. But this is for also people that want to know how or if they've been misdiagnosed. Because what I had going on, when my doctors looked at my scans, that's the film. When the doctors at the hospital looked at the scans and when the naturopath looked at the scans, they're seeing two different things. But just for the layman terms, you're going to see inflammation based.
Okay, so I'm going to let this ride, but I just want to say this. If you are bold enough, Art Cathy, to allow your ex-boyfriend, I don't know what Brandon is to you. If you are bold enough to allow him to set up a GoFundMe, and anybody that's in this in this chat, in this live, listen to the replay, and you think that Art Cathy is lying about her cancer, go to GoFundMe and report that, y'all. Report it. And you can use any of her videos that's on YouTube, is on TikTok, on anything of her saying that she has been healed. Okay? Because this has to stop. And none of these criminals are going to stop until someone stops them. So like I said, if you feel like that she's lying, go report the GoFundMe. Because I did. And I got an email back. It's not about the money anymore. That money is gone. Story time. But it could be 20 years. I'm going to keep talking about it. They still scamming. So I'm going to keep talking about it. The money is gone. I may never get my money back unless I sue them. But you do know I have a lawsuit going on overseas. Not from Art Cathy, but for the person that's still in the Gambia. Right? So, no. I don't expect to recover my money. Not from Art Cathy. Who knows what's going to happen with the case in the Gambia? I just know that the two lawyers that I had were pieces of the stuff that come out of poop. Right? I do know that. I do know that even if someone smiles in your face and they say they're this, they're that, oh, I'll look out for you, this is like a niece to me, blah, blah, blah. In the end, the lawyer that they referred me to ended up being just like counsel in Boge. So as far as I'm concerned, I expect the worst and hope for the best. Story time. That's what I do. Now, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to let this video ride. If she's bold enough to say, oh my God, I have cancer. Oh my God. She let Brandon do the GoFundMe. If she's bold enough to say that, then why in the world would you do the Zoom has all this information and you're doing it behind the scenes? Why? Because you're a liar and a cheater and a scammer and you never had cancer. Now, you want to tell us that cancer was inflammation based? So that means that the doctors, when the person came on here and said, you must be on my comment, y'all, just like y'all think Africans live in trees. Well, just like continental Africans thinks all Americans are rich. So I guess we both messed up, huh? But you're telling me that the doctors weren't qualified enough to read your films properly, your CAT scan. You say you got a CAT scan, right? I'm assuming she didn't get a PET scan. PET scan is specifically for cancer, right? So you're telling me that the doctors that's probably not at Banks Hospital, who are the people that read the film? Because you only promoted Banks Hospital, the Bank Hospital, right? So you're telling me that You got a CAT scan. These people said you had cancer, and then you went to a naturopath doctor and they read the film properly and it's inflammation based. You really think that we're going to believe that, ma'am? Oh my God. This sounds like medical misinformation. She is not a medical professional. Why hasn't YouTube taken this down? She's talking about curing and diagnosis C. YouTube don't do anything. Shrek posted my address and YouTube ain't do anything. Okay, so the way they said it on the Departed, what was it? Martin Sheen. He said, "Oh, YouTube is no." He said, the FBI is compromised. YouTube is compromised. YouTube don't care anymore. They're just about the money. I don't even think they ever cared. You gonna hear this, Raquel? You gonna hear it? But my point is, why is this private? Why is it a private Zoom? Because she's a liar. Wouldn't you want, I mean, if I got healed from cancer from this doctor and she's the herbs, I would want that to be public, right? Especially if I publicly said, can y'all give me $80,000 so I can go see my son and pay for my rent? And Art Cathy's full of
down to the ionic detox therapies that I'm doing. I really want y'all to like see it's a way out, you know, and herbalism. So I'm you know, using everything. So I get it. I got y'all emails. I know I got a lot of naturopaths and herbalists that follow me, and I live for y'all, honey. But yes, and your diet matters, all of that. We're going to talk about all of that. But this is for also people that want to know how or if they've been misdiagnosed. Because what I had going on, when my doctors looked at my scans, that's the film. When the doctors at the hospital looked at the scans and when the naturopath looked at the scans, they're seeing two different things. But just for the layman terms, you're going to see inflammation-based, you know, spots, whereas a naturopath is going to see that as inflammation-based and call it other things. Or now you're at the hospital and they're going to probably call it, you know, lesions, cancer. They're trained to see cancer. So they have two different schools of thought. I get it, y'all. Somebody even told me be careful with all of that, and but what I do know is chemo will wreck your body. Your body will never be the same. I'm very comfortable with the way I am treating this cancer and everything.
But she said she didn't have cancer in the beginning of this video. You have to go to my other video because I didn't play this whole video. I can't just play her whole video. That'd be copywritten. So now she's saying this is how she's dealing with cancer. But in my former video, she said it wasn't cancer, it's inflammation. So which one is it? OMG, Raquel. I agree. Said the doctors at that hospital, so she said, Raquel said, the doctors misdiagnosed stage 4 cancer as inflammation. And then Raquel says the doctor at the hospital should go after her for libel. I agree. I agree. Because she's sitting there saying that they misdiagnosed, they're trained to see lesions. They're trained to see cancer. What? So you're telling me, well, that's why I say if this naturopath health doctor really healed her from cancer, stage 4, well, I'm assuming it's stage 4 because she said she said that she thought it was stage 4, so she self-diagnosed herself. So, of course, she's not dealing with chemo and all this other stuff because the woman never had cancer. So you don't need chemo if you never had cancer. Oh, Lord, that little girl probably looking for me. All right, let's do this a little bit more, and then I'm going to go because we're only at 27 minutes.
Going to naturopathic treatments, okay? For those of y'all that want to support me. And for those of y'all that don't have it, do not be sending me messages trying to humble me.
Oh. This is the part I wanted y'all to hear. Thank you, Gail. Yes, you all go click that like button. I want to grow too. Don't y'all want my channel to grow, to reach more people, to know that they should not be donating and giving to this criminal? Yeah, so click that like button. But this is the part I want y'all to hear, and then I'm going to finish on this.
Inflammation based, spots. Whereas a
Let me run that
naturopath,
back. Let me run that back because I want y'all to hear all of that. Let me run that
this
back.
is for also people that want to know how. It'll work itself out with me and my son, but until then, I'm a mom that aches for her son. I'm looking forward to seeing him, but as a warrior, I put my big girl panties on, and I suck it down a little bit when I think of Garvey. It's taken a lot of inner work for me to even speak on him without boohoo crying. That's how close I hold my son to my heart. But I shared it recently with my GoFundMe because I really thought I was out of here, with this whole cancer thing. I want y'all to join that Zoom call too, because
this woman does not care about her son, and yes, I said that. She does not care about her son.
Including parasitology, detoxifying your organs that need it, being misdiagnosed, all the way down to the ionic detox therapies that I'm doing. I really want y'all to see it's a way out, and herbalism. So I'm using everything. So I get it. I got y'all emails. I know I got a lot of naturopaths and herbalists that follow me, and I live for y'all, honey. But yes, and your diet matters, all of that. We're going to talk about all of that.
This is the part I want y'all to pay attention to.
But this is for also people that want to know how or if they've been misdiagnosed, because what I had going on, when my doctors looked at my scans, that's the film. When the doctors at the hospital looked at the scans and when the naturopath looked at the scans, they're seeing two different things. But just for the layman terms, you're going to see inflammation-based, spots, whereas a naturopath is going to see that as inflammation-based and call it other things. Or now you're at the hospital and they're going to probably call it, lesions, cancer. They're trained to see cancer. So they have two different schools of thought. I get it, y'all. Somebody even told me be careful with all of that, but what I do know is chemo will wreck your body. Your body will never be the same. I'm very comfortable with the way I am treating this cancer, and everything in my GoFundMe is going to naturopathic treatments.
Okay. So if everything in her GoFundMe is going to naturopathic treatments, then shouldn't she have updated the GoFundMe to say that? Now, before we go into the next section, I want to show you all what I'm eating before I eat. Because once I mash it up, you won't be able to see it. Okay, so let's see. It's soup, so I can't turn it sideways. If I turn it sideways, I won't be eating any soup. So let's do this real quick. I really want you all to see this. This soup is so delicious. And then I do have the video. That I'm going to upload of the soup. So let's do this. Okay, so let's see. I want to add this. Where am I at with her so I don't lose that? 27, 26. Okay. Oh, shit. Hold on. Ooh, I said the SHIT word. My bad. Okay. There we go. Okay. That's my vitamin D. I don't need y'all to see this because I don't want y'all to see numbers and stuff. But yes, that's my vitamin D pills. Because vitamin D is always, always, always low. Okay. Look at this. Can y'all see this? OMG. How freaking amazing is this? Y'all. So it's green zucchini pureed with my avocado. So yes, I'm going to be eating that while I'll let this play. So let's put this back on here real quick. There we go. Oh, this is why I can't wait to move, y'all. I cannot wait to move so I can have an island. I won't have to be in this kitchen. Left, right. Oh, God, I hate this, but there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, so let's let this play. I just wanted y'all to hear this first. So let's let this play. Let me set it up. So she's going to thank the people that want to donate. Excuse me. And then you're going to listen to how she disrespects the other people. This is Art Cathy.
Okay. For those of y'all that want to support me. And for those of y'all that don't have it, do not be sending me messages trying to humble me, trying to give me unsolicited advice. Don't do that, because a lot of y'all are weird with the parasocial relationships out here. And also when it comes to America, I have to protect myself against my folks, because we
Absolutely, I gotta protect myself against my folks, which is sad. But you peep how she said, for those who want to support her, you know, she loving on y'all, love bomb. For those who don't have it, so because you don't have money to donate to her broke SSA, to her broke SSA, then now she wants to insult you. Don't be emailing me, trying to humble me. So because they don't have it, that's two different, that may be two different sets of people. Just because someone doesn't have the money, they're going to email you and humble you. So just if you don't have it, don't email me. Don't try to have no paraprofessional relationship. It's something wrong with her. She has that pimp mentality. Give me money. If you're not giving me money, I don't want to have anything to do with you. So Elisa, I don't wish that on anyone, but if she wants to play with this like this, then God help her soul. Because I mean, she's the one pushing this negative energy out. But yeah, she says, if you do, for those that support her, I love you. Thank you. For those who don't have it, don't be emailing me. Oh my God, man, but you don't have anything. That's why I say, if you just listen to some of Art Cathy's videos, you will see her say one thing and in the next breath, just like Shrek, contradict herself.
Real crazy in the head. People done got real crazy nowadays, and desperation energy, people that's trying to leech on to my energy and stuff like that, it's gotten even worse. So I like being somewhere where that's not the vibration. That's not the vibration out here. So
the vibration is not like that in Ghana. So you're telling me Ghana is the only country that's not like the rest of the countries in Africa? Ma'am, you are lying, because I know people that are in Ghana. So stop. Stop it. You telling me they're not begging? My dog's sick. My cat died. My bird got one eye. My grandmother in the hospital. My child broke their toe. Come on, man. We know you are lying. But the sad thing as to what she said about Black people, she is talking about herself. You want to scam other people and then you want to act like they're the problem? I can't. I really can't.
A lot of my people, Black folks or whatever, a lot of us get real weird. So I protect my energy with that. So if y'all want to support me, please do. I appreciate that. But behind the scenes, I get a lot of hatred as well. Okay, I mean, not a lot. Like, you know, it's a small percentage, but it's enough to where I'm like, yeah, y'all gotta back up.
Oh, you know, I should go to her website, because I went to her website to try to find an email, couldn't find it. But maybe I should go to her website and send her a message. She'll probably block me. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Back up, because I see hatred is just like, it's just misdirected energy, honestly. And I'm learning not to take it personally, but it's also a process of being so traumatized with a group of people that hate you, and I'm coming from a family that hates me. That's why there is no support. You know, so it's like I'm kind of wired for that, for the hate.
If she will stop doing what she's doing and treating people like crap and scamming people, then maybe, just maybe, people wouldn't hate you, ma'am. Just maybe.
Hatred, and that's something I'm healing through, and things that have shown up in my body as illness on a spiritual level too, y'all. That's another thing, you know. So anyway, I'm not here for people trying to preach to me in any capacity either. I'm definitely not trying to preach to you. I'm a very humble person, but I do know I have a lot of people that are
She said I'm a very humble person. Do we agree with that? I don't.
Rooting for me, and I have a lot of people that hate me. And a lot of hatred and jealousy is covered up. It's very covert. We try to act like it don't exist. I'm past that. I've had a big life for a long time, and I can just speak to what it is. I'm not here to be your succubus, your host, to have some type of weird parasocial friendship with. I'm not that lady.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, I'm in my last 30 seconds. So she says that she's always playing a victim, forever playing a victim, forever playing a
in any
victim.
capacity either. I'm definitely not trying to preach to you. I'm a very humble person, but I do know I have a lot of people that.
You notice how when she said she's not trying to preach to you and she's a humble person, how she had her eyes down, right? That's that. What do they call it? Body language. Reading someone's body language.
Are rooting for me, and I have a lot of people that hate me. And a lot of hatred and jealousy is covered up. It's very covert. We try.
Why would anyone be jealous of someone that doesn't have anything? Did she not just say she don't have anything in America? You can have whatever you want in Ghana. You ain't rich like Uncle Taft in Gambia. So you're technically still a worker. You just may be working for yourself. So why would someone be jealous of someone that doesn't have a car? She doesn't have a place. She doesn't have a child. This girl ain't got nothing. Is somebody jealous of her? Girl, bye.
Try to act like it don't exist. I'm past that. I've had a big life for a long time, and I can just speak to what it is. I'm not here to be your succubus, your host, to have some type of weird parasocial friendship with. I'm not that lady. I've been very transparent. I'm also not.
She has never been transparent, right? But you notice how she said, I'm not here to be your host. But she's sitting here telling people, come to Ghana. So you're not going to be their support system. What are you doing then? What are you actually doing for Americans that are coming to Ghana? What are you doing? Because you specifically said, I'm not going to be your host. If I told someone to come to a country that I'm in, I'm hosting them, Art Cathy. So what are you doing? I'm not here to be your host. I'm not here to be this. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm just here to take your money.
Somebody that you can try to inject yourself in my life. And even if it's a negative reaction, you just want to get some reaction out of me because you know you can't be my deep friend. That's happened so much to me as I've tried to build my business over the years. And even recently, when people be so mad that you just living your life in Africa, they try to make up issues with your business. They try to believe lies off the internet and try to scandalize you all your life.
If you have done it, if you walking like a duck, then dang blasted it's a duck. So I don't know who else she's talking about, but if she want to say this about me, I have evidence that you are doing these things, Art Cathy. So no one has to try to put a scandal on you or scandalize your name or say you're a scammer. You have been proven to be a scammer. So no matter what's going on in your psychotic brain where you think that we can't see the truth, I'm going to stay on that ass.
I've walked that tightrope with black people in the black community, and I'm tired. I'm good.
Me too.
I'm good. I know what's important now, and I've had a lot of clear awakening since this cancer diagnosis. And I know black women, don't sacrifice yourself for no man, for no movement, for no ideology. No, actually put yourself first.
Amen.
Just put yourself first, because when you do the right thing, people gonna call you bullshit. They gonna just try to shit on you anyway. And I feel like, to me, I almost was out of here. And you can see how people act. People was coming out of nowhere. People was happy about it. People that was always haters was hoping.
Okay, so I said I was gonna finish at 30, but y'all, I can't. I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna stop it, and I'm gonna finish with people being happy about it. Cause did she not dance when Shekinah Chinedu, the woman that was unalive horrifically with a sledgehammer and threw in a well, wrapped up in a rug and threw in a well? Did she not dance when that woman lost her life? All Art Cathy did was let Brandon say, I have colon cancer and now it has spread to my liver and I don't know how much time I have left. Well, damn, in 2 months you look like this? No. So it's funny how, like someone said, playing the victim always. She always wants to play the victim, but so you put out there that you have cancer and you mad that I'm talking about it, so now I'm hating on you? Girl, If this is hate, then I'm a hate away. Okay. I can't hate on somebody that is beneath me. Ma'am, you have nothing. Why would I hate on you? I lost 16,000. You didn't. But you keep talking that nonsense, because if you tell a lie long enough, your dumb ass is gonna start to believe it.
Your succubus, your host, to have some type of weird parasocial friendship with. I'm not that lady. I've been very transparent. I'm also not somebody that you can try to inject yourself in my life. And even if it's a negative reaction, you just want to get some reaction out of me because you know you can't be my deep friend. That's happened so much to me as I've tried to build my business over the years. And even recently, when people be so mad that you just living your life in Africa, they try to make up issues with your business. They try to believe lies off the internet and try to scandalize you all your life. I've walked that tightrope with black.
Well, everybody that had a dream of transitioning back to Africa, whether it was now or later, Art Cathy, Kwesi Boyd, and Phoenix Rain really messed that up for a lot of people in the Gambia. But like I said, they will never take responsibility for what they have done. If your business was so big and it was so solid, little old Tay Tay, little old broke ass Tay Tay that lost 16,000 to you all would not have been able to make a big deal about it, because I wouldn't have been able to go to the police. I wouldn't have even been able to say anything if y'all would have did what y'all was supposed to do. If you actually were actually had the things in the home that you said that you had, but y'all didn't do that. You didn't do that. And when I do get time, y'all, I'm packing up and stuff, I'm going to go through the audit a little bit more so y'all can see exactly what these people lied about. I haven't showed that. I've just been saying I lost 16, da 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 da. But when you get down to the nitty gritty paperwork, you're going to be like, they didn't have this. They didn't have that either. They didn't know because it was a scam, an intricate scam. And that's why 2 out of 3 ran from the Gambia and are in different countries, scamming again.
People in the black community, and I'm tired. I'm good. I know what's important now, and I've had a lot of clear awakening since this cancer diagnosis. And I know black women, don't sacrifice yourself for no man, for no movement, for no ideology. No, actually put yourself first. Go ahead and just put yourself first, because when you do the right thing, people gonna call you bullshit. They gonna just try to shit on you anyway. And I feel like, to me, I almost was out of here. And you can see how people act. People was coming out of nowhere. People was happy about it. People that was always haters was hoping I was gonna die. I could, you know what I mean? And it was people, I got a lot of love too. I got to see a lot of people that really were impacted by me in a very positive way.
Those are the people that didn't know you. So with that being said, I'm going to stop this. We at 31 minutes. I'm probably going to do a recording instead of doing a live. I always say I'm just going to do an hour. I love you all. Y'all be riding with me. I'm on here for 2.5 hours. I appreciate you all. Like I said, let's go to the GoFundMe. Let's see what's going on with that. Like I said, if you feel like the GoFundMe is a lie, or if you feel like Art Cathy is lying and she's doing another scam, please go and report that GoFundMe. Because I'm truly tired of these people just screwing us over. I'm tired of this. I'm really tired of scammers. When she say she tired of black people and this, that, and the third, but we tired of you, because my life was good before I dealt with y'all. Okay, so it's still at 5140, y'all. So for Raquel, you asked, did she change the GoFundMe? Let's see. My name is Brandon George. She has been diagnosed with liver and colon cancer. She's still fighting. Time is everything. We can't let her run out of options. When was this? This was May 25th. So we just hit a month, y'all. Within a month, she was diagnosed with liver and colon cancer. She's still fighting. Time is everything. We can't let her run out of options. The hard truth is she needs to die with dignity. Where every dollar goes, we need 30,000 to get her surgery and a flight home, and we need 50,000 plus to ensure that she heal without financial terror. This is how we show up. Now we pull for her, breathe easier, dream bigger, or take the leap. Black women deserve soft landings. You didn't care about our landings. So yeah. With love, urgency, and hope, Brandon, George, and everyone who knows Art's light. I guess only 100 people know of Art's light. Everyone else knows of her darkness. So no, the GoFundMe has not changed. No, it has not. Oh, Lord. So y'all see all this? Y'all see all of this? But the GoFundMe has not changed. And I'm going swimming. I think I am getting a little bit slimmer. My neck is, y'all see my neck? My neck is slimming out. I'm trying. So I'm about to go and go swimming with the little girl and take her this beautiful fruit salad. Damn, I didn't even put this in the refrigerator. Can y'all see it? This fruit salad. This is how it started off for y'all that were here with me from the beginning. So I'm about to take her this. We're going to go swimming. And then I'm going to run to Costco and get some more of this. Y'all, I made some chickpea. Let it simmer. I have to see what's what, right, when I'm doing this, because I have stuff everywhere and I just don't. Yeah. So, right? Wait, where is it? I hate the backwards, right? So let's see. All right. So I had some chickpeas, right? And I took this. Now, this thing cost me $5 and some change, and I was pissed off. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, $5 for that? So I have more chickpeas though, right? So I'm going to go to Costco. Costco doesn't sell this brand. They sell another one, but it's bigger. And I have 2 quart-sized bags of chickpeas, right? But that soup was, y'all, that soup was good as hell. So anybody that, I'm going to show you all this first 3-day fast that me and a sister, she's a subscriber, that we're doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show y'all different things that I ate throughout the days. And when we do it again, you all can join it. Some people go on mango fast. I'm not eating mango first of all, too much sweets is not good for me. Like I can't, even if it's natural sweetness, I can't. This is why, like, with me eating, I'm like, okay, let me get some radishes and let me get some cucumbers and let me get some olives, because I just need too much sweetness is not good for me. Thank you, Miss L, Miss Maat on the mat. I'm gonna go swimming. This is why my hair always look crazy, because I'm like, I'm always in the pool. But I'm thinking about buying, it's a black-owned swim cap. I keep seeing it on Facebook. I think I'm gonna buy one because I'm in the water a lot. But I don't even bother with my hair in the summer. I really don't, because I'm in the water. So I'm like, whatever. I have a hat on. It's like, it's not going to get wet. Then it gets wet. And I'm like, oh, we got a little wet. Psh, let me just get in there all together. Let me just swim. But thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Until next time, I am going to try to drop 2 more videos tonight on Shameless Sunday. I'm going to try to drop 2 more videos. If not, it'll be on Madness Monday. So, take care. See you next time. Make sure y'all click that like button on your way out.